This is a diamond section, guys, right on the ridge of the skull and the end of the occipital going toward the below the crown. So this creates a mobility. So I take hair, follow the top as my guide, same thing. Since the skull is curved, I always cut in the curve pattern. I don't cut in square because skull is square. She doesn't have much of a bump to it, curve. It drops down, goes flat, so I need to build more strength here and a lift. So that's one of the reasons I try to analyze the haircut as I'm walking through her. So the angling drives out to flatness, increases the more volume as the hair dries and bounces back up. This creates lift, volume, movement, and texture. This is my center, and then I'm going to switch to the next side, other side. I've been getting a lot of requests. Please post cutting video because some of my audience goes all the way to Vietnam. So, you know, I'm really impressed that people pays attention. Of course, I go in an angle pattern. And getting the hair out of the way, over directing, and the hair comes back to where it's supposed to be, and gives the bounce and mobility and movement, rather than comb the hairs flat down and cut it, and then it's going to always lay flat and bring the crown part is going to be flat, and occipital is going to be way too much weight, and the nape area is just going to be a pile of hairs, and surely have narrow shoulders. It's going to be carrying a lot of weight through here. So in order to avoid those obstacles and confusions within the haircut symmetry, you have to incorporate something more to complement the skull and her silhouette, and plus help her to have the best possible haircut. Not just a haircut, but a haircut with a purpose. So that's what's happening. I do not cut into my guide. My guide was farther out, but I always comb the hair out in a 45, going from here down and then going traveling higher is a more of a 90 degree. Sometimes 180, just depends. I do check my haircut after the blow dry always, which is a dry hair cutting concept that I love and I approach very cautiously. I've been cutting her hair 26 years, so of course I always get yelled at. She's the boss. So you can see nice, beautiful movement and really nice movement layers, and follows the contour of the skull from the top to the end of the nape, because as it goes down, it's almost coming down, you know. Going up is difficult, but coming down is much easier. So you can put all the products in the world, but putting the right haircut in place, it's the most important, because you gotta implement the right haircut. So I did it horizontal, now I'm checking it vertical, making sure, or parallel, making sure the haircut is perfectly balanced. This create movement, mobility, and texture and softness, and everything become more proportioned. Rather than comb it down, trim the ends, maybe pull it up. That's just a basic haircut. Anyone can do it. But more often, a lot of people try to price themselves based on the demographic, but the knowledge is not there. So knowledge takes years of experience, many years. Just like anything, you know, new drivers, new pilot, new doctor, new hostess, new dentist. Well, our work is a craft. It's a craftsmanship. You can be charging price over master where you do not have the mastery. Under your belt. You can see beautiful movement, textures. You can call it layer, or it's proportionally blended haircut. Create more lift. She needs the curve. She needs the lift here, softness through her shoulder, as I was mentioning. She has narrow shoulders. She has the nice Atman haircut. Her hair is really beautiful color. Has caramel, cappuccino, some hazelnut, some chestnut, and I'm going to apply my couple of products, my favorite products here, guys. You like volume or the more flat? Would you like much flat? Okay. So two of the products we love, as you can see, almost empty. Fido Defrizant. We've been using this in the salon since I have gotten to know Fido, which is since 1996. So it comes clear. This is a can, protects the integrity of the product. It's a jelly-like feeling, but that's what's most important. Is goes into the hair, becomes part of the hair. You have to blow dry this product to get out of the frizz, unruly hair, unmanageable hair. You have to really work it into the hair, because otherwise the product will not be doing its job. It's just a tease. So you gotta really massage it into the hair. And another thing I like to do is to use the Thermal Perfect. Thermal means the heat, anything heat products. Even if you live in Florida hot, this works. So Thermal Perfect, just a couple pump, it goes over. So when curly hair being blow dry, guys, you don't want to just take the blow dryer and just crazy manipulate the hair. You're creating a lot of frizz. So my goal is make sure to move the heat blow dryer vigorously. I'm using my fingers, not brush. Brush pulls and the hair is wet and creates friction and puts stress on the person's skull. And especially if someone has a sensitive skin. Another thing I like is ionic blow dryers, which I work with this company through the hair shows. Also, we sell them. This is an older version of it, but they still work amazing. My goal is to dry this hair straight, so therefore I need to hold the hair like I'm putting a little attention, but blow drying it. Another thing is you don't want to get the blow dryer really touching the hair when you're blow drying with the brush. My goal is to blow dry the hair at least good 75 to 80%. Get the moisture out. Make sure hair is blown dry, because when it's so dry and chemically processed, you don't want to put extra stress on the hair. Moving the blow dryer back and forth rather than just holding it so steady on the hair also prevents the burning, over damage on the hair, because many times hairdressers, they just love shortcut. They're not even paying attention. But the bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, is attention to details makes a difference. How you like the color? I just put it on my shirt. I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? It's artsy. It complements my head. They have dark there, dark here. I'm doing a pull button right here. That's pushing the hair away. And then I like to section my hair because I don't like shortcut blow drying concept, but it never works. It does, but unfortunately it doesn't get a good, thorough, nice blow drying finish. You know, this is by experience, ladies and gentlemen. You know, a lot of you know, bad hair blow drying. I'm not perfect. I've done. So learn in the short run, it's better to take a quick second to section your hairs with a pin, with a clip, which makes much easier. You do a better job. Thorough blow drying is a must in the artistry of hairdressing. So I want the hair have a lift and travel away, so I always try to over direct, like I was cutting my haircut. So I do on base blow drying, not off base, because I want to lift. The area I'm working, frontal area, is more coming downhill, so I want to put a little bit bump to it, so create a little bit hill, and then the hair travels away and softly follows the direction of the facial features. Oops. Hope you guys doing good out there because the rain is crazy. I also love this product. It has a beautiful smell. It's called, this is a Shine Mist by Davines. We have a full line here at Mario's Hair Designers. Excellent, smells amazing. Smells like a candy. Now press on the call button, guys. Make sure close the cuticles. When you're blow drying, it opens the cuticles, the heat. So lets the hair release out the curls, frizziness by after using that depressant. And then I heat it with the cool air. It helps hair to regain its natural shine. She has a lot of hair, obviously it's Asian hair. Coarse, unruly, of course gray in there too. So we used a really nice non-ammonia permanent color to blend the grays in. Our goal wasn't just get rid of it 100% because it creates a low light effect. If you formulate the color right, it creates a nice low light effect, a gray color do. Not going so much into the darker pigment of the color, but use a little softer pigment. Creates a nice, slight softer, softness. Instead of coloring the hair jet black and losing the natural tones in the hair, creating something totally artificial. I like to make sure the color doesn't, at least on her formula, okay? Everyone's preference different, so we do cooperate customers' wishes with customers' wishes. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate if you once in a while make an appointment for the Maria's Hair Designers, Johns Creek, Georgia. I do have clients, which I love them. I love everybody, frankly. Love you too. And since friends and family members come from New York, Chicago, Orlando, Naples, Miami, we got it all. Macon, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Johns Creek, Alpharetta, Roswell. List goes on. Kentucky. All the way to Syracuse, New York. Pull button here, guys. I'll be in Istanbul, Turkey, starting September 29. I'm leaving September 28 in the about 3 p.m. I'm already booked. I'll be in Istanbul, Turkey, going over Paris. So I'm going to be at a beauty event in Istanbul. Anyhow, I am planning on doing a haircut on Freedom Square, which is Taksim Square. It's a really amazing place. The history behind this is unbelievable. Since Turkey has 16th continent together, it's also foundational civilization. So I'm looking forward to it. If you like what I do, please give me a review. Mario's Hair Designers, Johns Creek, Georgia. Not the ones in New York. Those guys getting some customers because of my excellent performance on the social media. And, doing what I love doing the best. And as you can see, it shows. Right guys, done with the blow drying. I'm gonna go in and detail the haircut real quick. So her color is similar to these tones right here, guys. Beautiful caramel, chestnut, honey, many other, but those are the ones I can remember at the moment. But how do you like your hair so far, man?
Good, looks good. Thank you.
What did you just say?
Looks good.
They cannot hear you. Do you love it or you okay with it?
It looks good. Thank you.
So I guess she doesn't have the words of excellence in her mind. So she just put me in a good category, but that's okay. And she doesn't pay for that, by the way, guys. It's free. We'll trade. She trimmed my beard, a couple of hair here. So as you can see, her features, curves, so many movement and curves, this and that, different direction, facial features, all the parts and bits and pieces that takes part in her feature. So based on all those, that's what the haircut is about. So point cutting is, guys, creates a movement on the haircut, eliminates the blunt features of the haircut, creates more of a mobility. So which I prefer to go and redoctor this haircut. And obviously her hair has been colored through the years, now through the highlights and lowlights and root touch-up, whatnot. And of course, underpigment is not 100% natural color. It's more of a color made in the laboratory. So that this does create dryness. That's why we have most amazing product by Davines, Fito, and a couple of other line I have. But my go-to products are Davines, Fito, and pretty much it, really. I love those products. Just checking the ends, making sure I didn't miss anything. Not that she will be able to tell, but, and again, never know. She happens to be the hairdresser as well. So, if you can please your hairdresser, co-worker, then that means you're doing well. You can see these beautiful layers and movement, creating a lot of volume and mobility and texture in the hair. And the hair slightly lays down as it builds up, which is fantastic. I over direct, take the hair away from the area where the hair really is supposed to be at. That way this creates more movement, texture, and mobility. She is light on the density wise here. That's why I like to create more movement here, mobility, rather than let the weight pull it down and really show the weaker part of the hair, the density on her skull. So this creates no matter what, I always do this, but I'm just taking extra caution and extra careful steps. Hey, how you doing, brother?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Knox, I'll be with you in a second.
All right.
Guys, this is called curtain bangs, which are very popular, and also support the bottom part. It's almost like a first floor, basement, 10th floor. Anyhow, I want to show you real close up her haircut. You can see there's a lot of movement here, a lot of movement, volume. Really, she doesn't need volume, but the idea was to create movement and flexibility, and so that the haircut really has a nice proportional build. So as you can see, the beautiful colors here. So it's like an ombre, it's a warm to cool. That's what the features need.